Welcome to ARW. I'm Harold, and this is another review. We're going to review today a bipod by CVLIFE. Now, I've got some of their rifle scopes, and I like them for sure. I have bought several of their scopes and been given, I think, one, but nevertheless, today isn't about scopes, it's about bipods, and they've sent me a bipod to test. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up the box and we'll look it over and talk about the pros and cons. This is the box it comes in. It says on it CVLIFE. We'll open it up. The first thing out of it is a adapter for a rail. And that's all that's in the box. The bipod and an adapter for a rail. Get it open here. You've got this little piece right here that's used to latch onto the sling support on your rifle if you have a sling connection, and we do have that. So I'm going to take this little piece of plastic off of there. I guess it's just for shipping or something, and get the little fella exposed to the world. There. These are the hooks that are going to hook on. So let's go ahead and hook this guy onto a rifle. Now this rifle has a flag in the chamber and no magazine, alright? But it does have a sling swivel right there for you to hook stuff onto. And what happens is you take this guy, let me lay it down here where we can work with it. You take this guy here and you open up the piece here and shove these back through there. Now you see these little teeth sticking out or pins sticking out. These are going to go into that swivel, okay? So let me attempt to get them lined up on it. And get one shoved in it, and then I can get the other one shoved in it. There's one in. There's two in. You tighten it up. Alright. That's got the bipod installed. We'll flip the springs open, set her up, and there we are. We've got the bipod installed. It's holding the rifle upright. Now if you were going to use it, of course you would lift it up to your shoulder, and normally if you're using a bipod you're shooting at a longer distance than just regular up close things. As to how long that distance is depends on what kind of rifle you've got. This guy here is a 22 rifle, 22 long rifle, so I would limit it to about 100 yards because you get an awful lot of drop. The projectile drops at least 12 to 16 inches, something like that, at 100 yards. I don't remember exactly how many inches, but it's quite a lot. And it's also subject to the wind. Okay, back to the bipod. Normally a bipod has adjustable legs on it, and this one is no exception. Push the little thing in and the legs come zooming out of there. I'm sure you can see that. You press the other one. Alright, now then we've got it really tall. This guy is up in the air quite a lot. Now if you're on an uneven surface, you're going to have to compensate for it. So say on this side you've got something the size of this box. So let me bring this guy up. If you're on a relatively even area, you can compensate by changing the length of the legs. Alright, now I would say this this bipod is solid, looks like it's pretty strong. So that's your pros. Nice strong springs, made out of steel. But it's got one con. If you're hunting with it and you're out in some muddy spot and you wind up with this thing leaning over like this, you've disrupted the relationship. You've disrupted the relationship between the scope and the barrel. Normally one above the other, and they're calibrated to make up for the drop of the projectile. If you go and lean the scale over to the side, gravity starts moving your projectile this way. Alright? And that's not a good thing for accuracy, because you're not compensated for that. You're only compensated for the normal scope to barrel relationship. The very top-notch hunting bipods have a spring-loaded platform up here that will turn like that. You can set it down on anything and turn your rifle upright. So that's the con. This is not spring-loaded. It's not, you can't move it. Okay? In its favor, the legs are able to be set for different lengths to try to bring it back to level. Alright, now we want to take it off this sling swivel and put it onto a rifle with a rail. Hang on. Alright, so it comes with this little fellow right here to help you put it on a rail or an M-lock or whatever device you've got on the barrel of your rifle. Let's open this up and get it out of there. And they've sent along an Allen wrench to do your adjusting. Here, this guy goes on your rail. So, let me get this rifle here. Please notice that this rifle's got a flag, no magazine in there, and a flag here. And we're going to put this on the bottom of this rail. This is a little Picatinny rail that was put on with M-lock. Let's see if I can lay this down and get this thing to open up some. Whoever shipped it had it tied down really tight. Alright, so we'll try this. Alright, that'll hold it on there if I tighten it down. I guess you can see, nevertheless, there's just one screw. Tighten this piece down on your rail, and it's not holding the engine of your car, so you don't have to get it super tight. And just like before, we've got these two little guys right here. You see these two fellows right here. They're going to go into the little hole from both sides. This is just like the sling on your rifle. Well, I'm going to have to lay it down where I can see them. It's difficult when you're... Alright, so it's hooked on to that rail by the little imitation strap swivel, sling swivel, and it's same situation we had a minute ago. It's adjustable. The legs are adjustable. Now then, it depends on how you feel about things as to which way you face the the actual bipod. Some people set the bipod so it folds this way, and some set it where it folds the other way. I think that's the correct way to fold it on, to fold the bipod. Okay, that's pretty simple. There's not much to tell you about a bipod other than to demonstrate how it hooks onto things. And that's how it does it. Got two little fingers sticking out on each side of that joint. Those two little fingers go into this swivel hole from each side, and they clamp down tight on it, and they also pull down tight this way, and that's what holds it on. Alright, now the pros of this bipod are it's made from 70-75 aircraft aluminum, so it's not going to rust. Got nice strong springs to hold it in position. It's adjustable to the length of the legs. Now putting that back in there, and I think that, you know, it's pretty sturdy. Alright, so there's a link to the product down in the information box below the video, and there's also, I believe, a nice discount code down there. Now, depending on how long after this video was made as to whether that discount code will still be good. If you're viewing this 2 or 3 years after the review's been posted, that discount code may have disappeared a long time ago. Okay, but right now it's good. Alright, so that's about all we can say.